Excuse me, sir. I have a...
Another journalist?
I'm not a
A
journalist.
doctor, you...
Really?
I'm Joe Pete.
Have you heard of a nurse?
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick.
Could you please tell me more about...
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards.
A job? So your racket...
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their...
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I...
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your...
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here?
How did you become the local bully
There's no...
A job?
I got enlisted...
Most people...
I don't care.
I'm not sure...
Oh, do you...
May I ask?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more.
According to you, physicians are scarce and...
Not familiar with this, neighbour.
This part of town does have quite a reputation.
Totally. Look at me, for instance.
Have you heard of a...
Dorothy...
Could you... Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Good evening.
It's far.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should have...
Yes.
Samuel steadily made donations to...
Do you know...
I don't like...
Why do you hate Nurse Crane?
Before coming to London, she was a...
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale?
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take...
Do you know Nurse...
I don't...
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime.
No! Samuel was the best of us.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts.
Think what you will. When this city is saved...
Your precious Samuel used you.
If that's true...
Tell
God,
you're
you're my
Joseph.
Vicar Lab...
I have heard enough for tonight.
Good evening, Doctor.
I still have questions.
I don't know much about the man.
He
No,
really.
He went...
I still have...
I don't...
Why are they...
Is a...
It's a disgrace.
These are...
Have you...
I've had...
That's... Christina, do you think...
I believe...
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
flower of...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best...
Really? Are you an artist of...
I'm a poet, sir.
May I ask you a few questions about...
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
What can you tell me about an old man?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius...
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it...
Are you not curious? Is there not more you...
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be...
I fear you are a hopeless romantic.
Guilty as charged, Doctor.
Tell me, Mr. Nip.
The place is not beautiful per se, but...
In what way?
The struggle by gaslight.
If you say
Such
vivid.
Oh, yes?
Do you not...
On the contrary, sir.
What can you tell me?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it.
And have you ever tried...
Maybe I...
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the...
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come.
What are your thoughts?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before?
My mother loved poetry.
Most people fail to understand.
May I ask?
Not at all.
But are you not...
Oh, why should I?
If you say so.
Thank you, Doc.
Are you aware?
But this...
If so...
Well, you...
I
don't care.
What are your thoughts? What are you talking about?
Do you remember...
My mother...
Most people...
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Some of us come to this world already touched by grace.
Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand. Very well. Goodbye, then. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like...
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering...
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. My dreams are soaked with gloom. Is there only pain and suffering?
It's locked, all right. So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying?
But you are not responsible.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that...
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis?
I don't go out often, but yes.
Forgive my blunt.
Why should I?
This place is awful, I agree.
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place?
I don't go outside.
So that's why you stay at home all day?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean...
Speaking of which,
My father is an idiot who makes it...
Forgive my bluntness, young man.
Why should I?
This place is...
That's exactly...
Do you know Nurse...
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine...
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world? Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
You again?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in...
I've always put my sons...
You really love your son, don't you, Mr.
He's my pride and joy.
Since the...
No one will...
Do you have...
Only one.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait.
Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe
I have to... If you want to talk to Dorothy, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced.
I am Darius Petrescu.
I know you fought for your country,
I know my days are...
but Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
But it's not a country.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius?
I'm her oldest friend in England.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you?
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothy.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu?
Who knows?
This war won't last.
No. I have thoughts.
Don't be embarrassed.
It's quite awkward to talk about.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all been...
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constant...
Are you not worried for her?
She is as brave as she is tough and clever.
Are you in love with Camellia?
Don't be stupid.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many...
She seems important to the...
More than you...
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
It's locked.
This one stinks.
A leech! A leech! So fucking fast!
Sir. No civilians allowed. Stop now! This one's mine! He's dead! I'll take it! Bloody monster!
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on.
Can be the answer. Good evening.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Time to get rid of this!
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill him, boy! Bloody monster! That's what you do with leeches.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries.
I see. Please...
The case is closed, Your Ladyship.
So who was it? Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I need.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current...
I've been hearing a voice.
Hush. Tell no one this.
Excuse my forwardness, but...
Me? Goodness.
How could this cause offense?
Only the power...
A vampire?
Such a crude...
So we are
How?
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I don't understand.
That is a question only the...
I'd like... So me being a vampire...
I very much doubt it, Jonathan.
I know this is beyond...
Really? And I...
Very well.
A lady has to have some...
And who bestowed upon you?
My maker.
Why did you save me?
I could hardly stand...
What type of...
Not a true vamp...
William Bishop wasn't...
No, Jonathan. Whatever that...
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying...
What do you know about this Brotherhood of some...
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampires.
And no one suspects...
As you well know.
I've been away from...
Things have gone from bad to worse here, John.
What is it you...
Fear has long since flowed.
The Spanish...
Yes.
Are there many?
Immortals are a...
Do you know any of them?
You mean your maker?
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover...
Will they all be as
I do not see why not.
That sounds...
Vampire
When I awoke...
Though I can't be certain.
Once glorious...
They have seen better...
You make them sound...
More a society.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took.
Yes, Jonathan?
May I ask you some...
Please do.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. Good evening, Milk.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Milton.
At least that mistress of the town.
Damn.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scows. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.